Hello everyone, my name is Dhaniel, and in this video I will explain about three numbers in calculus week 2, the numbers of exercise. The first is 1.3, is the integral of root 1 plus root of x over x dx. The first is we assume that root of x is going to be u and x will be u squared, because if we want to remove the root, we must make it square, so the u will be the square, and the dx will be the to u the du. Why to u du? Because x u2 u square, when it's get derivative, it will be to u, and du is just like derivative of u. So it will be like this: 1 square of root of 1 plus u over u square times 2u du, and we can remove 2 to the left side, to remove it from integral. You can move it to the left, and u square, it will be removed by u. So this u and this u2 will be removed, and it will be u and just u, and it's it will be root of 1 plus u over u du. And in this we substitute in again with v, so we can assume this. We assume that square of root of 1 plus u is v, this, and u is v square minus 1, and u is 2v dv. Yeah, it's still the same like u2 and v2, so it's the same like it's 2v, and dv equals minus 1, and it's the derivative, it will be gone. It will be 0. And this is the result. 1 plus u, root 1 plus u will be v, and u will be v2 minus 1, and u will be 2v dv, and again we move the 2 to the left side, and 2 times 2 is 4. So, and the v will be the v square, and it will be like this. Get remove, and we double the integral. First is the integral of 1 dv minus integral of 1 over v2 minus 1 dv, and so it will be like this. Yeah, the one this one we will like make it will partially in v plus 1 and v minus 1, and the v plus 1 will be a over v plus 1 plus b over v minus 1. And in this case we times crossing times, so a will be with v minus 1 and b will be with v plus 1, and it will be like this: a times v minus 1 plus b times v plus 1, and over v plus 1 times v minus 1, and it will be the rainbow times if a times v, so a times minus 1, it will be a v minus a, and b times v will be bv, and b times 1 will be b plus b, and still the same. So in this case we know that a plus b is 0, and a plus b is b is 1, and we proceed since we want to remove the b, so it will be 2a equal to 1, and a is equal to 1 over 2, since a is 1 divided by 2. This 2 going to the right side, and this will be 1 over 2. And where did we get b from? B is, we can get it in a plus b equal to 0, maybe a minus b, or maybe a minus b. It's still the same, and in this case I will using a plus b. A plus b equal to 0. We replace a with a half, and so it will be a half plus b equal to 0, and a half will go to the right side, so it will be b equal to minus half. And so we know that a is a half and b is minus half, so we substitution it with a and b. So a will be 1 over 2 and b will be minus 1 over 2. And after that, we move to the different with the plus integral is v minus integral 1 system, and it will be the integral will be like this, and it will be 4 times v minus 1 over half over 2 ln v plus 1 plus 1 over 2 ln v minus 1, and this is the result for v minus 2 ln v plus 1 plus 2 ln v minus 1, and it will be like this, the result. Okay. The result is like this. We change the v with the same before. The v is square of 1 plus square of x. We change the v into this result, and we will get this. The number 2 is 2.2. The integral of dx of root of x squared plus 2x plus 5. Okay, for this case, we forget what this works. Let's get the dx works. So we can make the denominator a simple. The simple works is x squared plus 2x plus 5. The 5 is 1 plus 4, so we can do it with x squared plus 2x plus 1, and it will be plus 4 because 1 plus 5 plus 4 is 5, so it will be the same. So x squared plus 2x plus 1, it will be x plus 1 squared to make it simple. And we can see in right here the for integrals involving root of x2 plus u2, it will be a tan, and we will use tan. Then a2 plus u2 will be second theta. In this case, the a2 plus u2 is the denominator, so the a is 4 and the u is x plus 1. Since a is 4 is the, so we need to 4 is the square, so we need to what square that make it 4, and it will be 2 square, yeah, because 2 square is 4, and x plus 1 we remove the square because we just need the u, not u square, and this one x plus 1 square plus 4. 4 is, we get it from 2 to the power of 2. And okay, we can make it dx. It's the same, u plus 1 square plus 4. But in says we know that we use tangen and secant, so the tangen theta is x plus 1 over 2, the 1 and the x plus 1 and the 2, and divide by 2, and the dx will be 2 secant square theta d theta, and secant theta will be this root of x plus 1 square plus 4. And then we can substitution the dx, the numerator dx, denominator with the secant and with the secant. First is dx is 2 secant 2 theta d theta, and the secant theta is the denominator, and we can remove the 2 to the left, and we can remove it the secant theta with the divided with secant square theta, and it will be secant theta d theta. So the integral of secant theta d theta will be ln secant theta plus tan theta plus c, and now the 2 ln and secant theta plus tan theta will be, we will be substitution again with the real number. Because secant theta is, we know secant theta is root of x plus 1 square plus 4, so it will be the same, and plus tan theta is x plus 1 over 2 plus c. And the last number is 3.2. The integral to 1 to the 2, 15 over x squared plus 7x plus 12. First, we remove the 15 first from to the left. Yeah, so it will be 15, and the integral of 1 to the 2, 1 over x plus 3 times x plus 4 dx. And we can use partial fraction. In this case, we are using case 1. No, I mean, yeah, it will partial fraction. So 1 is a, it will be divided by a and b. First is a is x plus 3 and b is x plus 4. So in this, we get it like the same again, like the number 1. We times crossing a with x plus 4 and b with x plus 3, and we will get like this: a plus b times x, derivation like ax times ax plus bx plus 4a plus 3b, and a plus b will be equal to 0, a plus b equal to 0, and 4a times 4a plus 3b will be equal to 1. And in this case, the a plus b is equal to 0, and we can remove a or maybe b, but I will using b. So if I remove b, a will be the same as minus b. And in this case, because a is equal to minus b, so we change the a with minus b, it will be minus 4b plus 3b equal to 1. And since it's minus 4b plus 3b, so it's minus 4 plus 3, it will be minus 1 minus b, so minus 1b, so it will be only b, and minus b is equal to 1. So we know that b is equal to minus 1, because if minus b is equal to 1, so it means that b is equal to minus 1. So it get exchanged, and a is 1. Where did I get the a from? A is for a, we can use is a plus b equal to 0, or maybe for a plus 3b equal to 1. We can use the one, this one, or maybe this one. So f we know that a plus b is equal to 0. I will use this one. A plus b is equal to 0. In this case, b, we know that b is minus 1. So a plus minus 1, or maybe a minus 1 is equal to 0. And minus 1 go to the right side, and a will be 1. Okay, so we get this, and still it will be like this. Okay, so still like the number 1, we change the a with and b with minus, so with a with 1 and b with minus 1. A will be 1 over x plus 3, and the b will be minus 1, so it will be minus 1 over x plus 4 dx. And now we integral it with 1 to the 2, but before that we can use integral it first, to the ln x plus 3 minus ln x plus 4. And now we change the x with 2 and 1. First we change it with 2. The 2 is ln 2 plus 3 is 5. Ln 2 is first one, and 2 plus 4 is 6, so it will be ln 6. And the second one is, it will be minus ln 4 is minus ln 1 plus 3 is 4, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So we times n over it. The 5 will be times with 5. The plus will be times by the plus, and negative will be the negative. So minus 6 will be with 4. It will be 24, and 5 times 5 will be 25. So it will be 15 ln 25 over 24. Okay, I think that's all that I can explain. Thank you very much.